Today, I want to share with you 3 things that every burned out lawyer should know about recovering from burnout. I'm Sarah Cottrell. I help lawyers ditch their soul-sucking jobs so that they can trade lawyering for a better life. And on this channel, I share what you need to know if you're an unhappy lawyer who wants to identify an alternative career and get out. Okay, so the first thing I need you to know if you're a lawyer experiencing burnout is that you should quit your job. JK, but really you should, probably. We'll talk about it later. I often hear from people that they're feeling burned out, but it's just their job. Like, if their job wasn't in the picture, they don't think they'd be experiencing burnout. Cool. So it's just the thing that you spend most of your waking hours on and is the most inescapable thing in your life. To be clear, the only reason I can joke about this is the exact kind of thinking that I was mired in when I first started realizing that I didn't want to be a lawyer anymore. The "it's just my job" mentality tends to devalue your current state, as though it doesn't really matter. Almost like you think that it's not completely real because you believe that it would go away if you left your job. Burnout is still real, even if it's due to your specific job. And if it is due to your job and you think finding another one could make it better, you see where I'm going here? But look, I know that you may not be prepared to leave your job right now. So the second thing that you need to remember is that burnout is not just about you. You can't self-care your way out of burnout. Yes, self-care is important. Getting enough sleep, going to therapy, making health promoting choices. But especially if your burnout is a product of your environment, you need more than that. In Amelia and Emily Nagoski's book, Burnout, they share that the solution to burnout is not self-care, it's community care. All of us caring for each other. Your relationships and your environment can contribute both to your burnout and to your recovery from burnout. The last thing that you need to know if you're a lawyer suffering from burnout, you should get help. We lawyers tend to have a DIY, I can fix it mentality that is great in many scenarios, but is not so great when it comes to our emotional, physical, and mental health. That, in turn, brings me to one of my favorite pieces of advice for burnt out lawyers, and frankly, lawyers in general, which is go to therapy. Seriously, go to therapy. More than any other, it is the one thing that I have seen change lawyers' lives for the better. And if you do that and realize you also need to get out of your job, my free guide, First Steps to Leaving the Law, will walk you through the very first things that you need to do if you want to explore leaving legal practice. You can download the guide at formerlawyer.com/first, and the link is also in the description box below, so you can go there and grab it. In the guide, I walk you through the very first steps you need to take, and I also talk about some myths that may be holding you back from exploring non-legal careers. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week.